Good morning, everyone. As we're concluding this Thanksgiving holiday, I saw a beautiful quote that said, "I am thankful for the nights that turned into mornings, for the friends that turned into family, and to the dreams that turned into reality." In the book of Bereshit, Genesis, we have many stories of dreams. And in this week's Torah portion, we have one of the most famous dreams. Jacob is traveling from his home to the house of his uncle Laban in Haran. And he falls asleep, and he has an amazing dream where he sees a ladder. And the foot of the ladder is on earth, and the top of the ladder reaches the heavens. And he sees angels descending and ascending on the ladder. And God reveals himself to Jacob in this dream and says, "I am the God of your forefathers, Isaac, Abraham. I will watch over you. I will protect you. I will see to it that you return in peace to your father's home." And Jacob wakes up from this dream and he says, "How awesome, how sacred, how holy is this place. This is the place of God, the location of the divine, and I did not realize it." And he erects a monument and he gives thanks to God and gratitude and thankfulness. And then he says, "God, if you fulfill this promise, all the blessings that you will bestow upon me, I will give tithes, I will give charity to God, to others." And he gives praise to Hashem. But in a few weeks from now, we're going to have a different story about a dream, and that's the dream of Pharaoh. Pharaoh dreams that he's standing on the bank of the Nile, and he sees how there are 7 thin cows and 7 fat cows, and he sees the way the thin cows devour the fat cows. And what does the Torah say he does? He wakes up, vayikatz, the same word as this week's Torah portion of Jacob waking up from his dream. But when he wakes up, it says he goes back to sleep. He turns over. And then he has a second dream about stalks of wheat, robust ones and thin ones, emaciated grain, devouring the fat ones. And then finally, after the second dream, he summons Joseph to interpret his dreams, who tells him there'll be 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. And here we see the difference between two sets of dreams. Jacob wakes up from his dream and says, "Okay, how do I make this dream a reality? How do I act on this dream? How do I not let this dream pass? How do I anchor it with a praise and a thankfulness and appreciation to God and a vow that I will give tithes from everything that God will give me," as opposed to Pharaoh, who just goes back to sleep. The Jewish people, and each and every one of us, has many dreams. But in order to make those dreams a reality, we have to be awake. There are some people that dream with their eyes closed, but some dream with their eyes wide open. And that's the message of the dreams in this week's Torah portion. It's not enough to have dreams. We have to make those dreams a reality. Yes, the world is filled with so many challenges. We have anti-Semitism at home. We have terrorism in Israel. We have wars around the world. But as long as we have a dream, and one day we will be able to realize this dream if we not only visualize the dream, but we act upon this dream. Last Sunday night, I merited to participate in the International Chabad Conference of Rabbis. Over 5,000 rabbis in Edison, New Jersey gathered on the annual conference with over 6,500 people to celebrate the accomplishments of the rabbis around the world. And the culmination of this gathering, the highlight, was when they completed simultaneously 36 new Torah scrolls to be sent to 36 Chabad centers in 36 different countries. And they had 2 long tables on the podium with 18 Torah scrolls on each table opened up, with a scribe sitting at each Torah scroll. And then they had someone who was honored to write the last letter of each of the 36 Torah scrolls. And as soon as the ink dried, they raised up the 36 Torahs like we do in the synagogue at the Hagbah, and everyone began to dance and sing. And as they dressed the Torahs with the beautiful white covers and the beautiful silver crowns, all the 36 Torahs came down from the podium, and 6,500 participants at the dinner danced with unbridled joy and happiness, with this kissing and hugging and celebrating these 36 new Torahs that will be disseminated all over the world to teach Torah. And to me, that captured the essence of Judaism. to raise up the Torah high for all to see, to hug it, to kiss it, to dance with it, and to spread it around the world. That is our dream for a better world. And despite all the challenges, like Jacob, we have to keep our eyes towards the heaven. The ladder may begin on earth, but it reaches the heaven. Man could reach the highest spiritual heights as long as we raise up the Torah, our Jewish values, our Jewish principles, and teach the world the most basic rules of morality and ethics. Or as Hillel, the great sage, said, if you want to know the essence of Judaism, don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. Love your neighbor as yourself, and we will never give up on the dream of a world that will not only live in peace and harmony, but a world where every single person will truly love and care for one another. Have a wonderful day.